Howdy friendos, my name is Stuart and welcome to the final part of our Konosuba videos. If you haven't seen our Aqua, Megumin, or Darkness videos, aka the waifu ones, please do. Showing your support for these videos will help us cover more from the isekai genre, just like Shield Hero or Overlord. But what would an isekai be without its hero from a regular degular world? At long last, it's time to cover Kazuma Sato. Kazuma lived in modern-day Japan, coasting through life, and he's content with living comfortably and playing on his computer, showing no aspirations for a career or education. This guy fits the mold with other classic isekai protags, including an attraction to anime, games, and mammon. It's not creepy at all, he's just a standard teenager, let's be honest. As such, we will label Kazuma at true neutral at the beginning of the series. I know he adopts more eccentric behavior as time moves on, but hey, that's the whole point of these videos. Be sure to stay tuned for our looks into other members of Kazuma's party coming up. And if you want us to look at other isekai animes, be sure to, here's your call to action, be sure to run your truck into the like and subscribe button. Oh, that one's good. That's not even cringy. Run the bell and obtain the cheat to sense all videos from our channel, and share and comment to let us know what other isekai protags or villains you want us to transport onto the channel. With that out of the way, let's go.
I'm just thinking long term. Maybe I should be with someone a little less beep boop. You know?
I don't think you know what you're saying, Seuss. No one loves you more than me. The girls out there will just make fun of you.
You really think so?
I know so. Besides, we had a deal. You bought my game, you held my books, you're my boyfriend. Now sit down in that chair.
I don't think I like the way you're acting.
I won't let another girl take you away from me, Seuss.
Tiffany, calm down.
You're mine, Seuss. Mine.
Pause.
After pulling a 3-day all-nighter, Kazuma spots a girl about to be targeted by a truck. Instinctively, he goes to push her out of the way. Even when he dies, he first asks if the girl is alright. That is some lawful good king shit right there, actually.
Fine. Oh no, you died of shock. Apparently you thought it was a truck.
You're kidding!
After being laughed at by the goddess Aqua, Kazuma is given the choice to go to heaven, be reincarnated back on Earth, or go to a new world with a boon. In retaliation after Aqua's dickhead behavior, Kazuma ignores the limitless cheat gifts and instead takes her. This is vengeance motivated, and he was hoping this would be easy, so I'm gonna go with chaotic evil on this, especially because there are creepier implications here that I'm pretty sure Kazuma considered.
Goodbye to my miserable hermit's life. Hello to my new one!
With the goal to beat the Demon King and his generals, Kazuma and a distraught Aqua join the local guild. Things aren't as easy as they're dirt poor, and Kazuma has no great skills outside of luck. An embittered Kazuma works hard, doing back-breaking labor and hopes to do a Monster Hunter quest. Lawful neutral.
Life in another world. Ain't as cool as I thought. I barely get by as a noob adventurer.
After enough time, Kazuma and Aqua go on their first quest. Two bad things go sideways, and they are forced to retreat after slaying only 2 of the 5 frogs. Neutral.
Once I get the word out, people will be lining up shouting, please, take me, take me! You'll see.
With some help wanted posters, Kazuma meets an archmage of the Crimson Demons, and prime waifu, Megumin. Feeling pity and seeing her as a legitimate ally, Kazuma gives her food and welcomes her onto the team. Lawful good.
Hey, Megumin! Let's fall back in!
Huh?
In attempt number 2, Kazuma realizes Megumin can only attack once, and he's forced to kill the rest of the frogs on his own. He tries to ask her to leave, but is shamed into accepting her so that he won't be called a perv. He did beat the quest and got a new member against his will, so lawful neutral.
Whoa, red flag. She's giving me the crazy eye big time. My gut's telling me she's like Aqua and Megumin.
When a kinky crusader called Darkness volunteers to join, check out that video, Kazuma's naturally worried. He tries to scare her away, but the kink is strong. He only accepts her help when he learns that he can learn magic and knows someone with the steal spell. Yeah, okay, let's talk about this. Kazuma was supposed to steal the coin purse, but accidentally stole Chris's panties. This first time is a complete accident, even if he is happy and elated. The second time, when he proves this to Megumin, is also kind of chaotic neutral. He can't exactly control what he takes. It just so happens to be the thing that makes people question it.
Attack!
In this world,
An emergency quest is called to deal with a migrating group of flying cabbages. The group works together with all of their quirks, so Kazuma using his newly acquired steel spell to get a shit ton of cash. Lawful neutral.
Create water!
Kazuma finally buys stuff for himself. I know you could argue that he's being stingy, but Aqua did deny pooling the rewards. With low-level mission scarcity, Kazuma helps Megumin train her Splode. He thinks about dropping the quest against the Demon King only to anger the General Verida. The group ignore Verida's taunts after Aqua saves Darkness. Neutral. And you know what? Neutral good for helping Megumin.
Fantasy world my ass. This ain't the life I signed up for. What happened to fighting dragons with a kick-ass magic sword?
Needing safe money, Kazuma takes a job of purifying a monster-infested lake. Using some foresight, Kazuma buys a makeshift shark cage, sticks Aqua inside, and tosses her in. Tempting to label this as evil since Kazuma and the others do offer her the entire reward, though. Let's go with lawful good, actually.
It's me, milady! Kiyoya Mitsurugi! Don't you remember me? I died and you reincarnated me and gave me Graham the magic sword?
Kazuma runs into another isekai hero who recognizes Aqua. Dude immediately gets jealous of a seemingly better deal Mitsurugi has, and accepts the challenge to fight. Kazuma steals the sword, beats the dude up, and scares the guy's teammates by threatening to steal their panties. That's a sentence. He then sells off the sword for some cash. Blatantly chaotic evil. I mean, come on, dude.
What is wrong with you people? Why do you keep bombarding my castle?
What?
When Verida returns, asking why the fuck Kazuma never showed up, they revealed Darkness was cured. With zombies attacking Aqua, and thereby the town, Kazuma goes into hero mode. He proves himself a strategist as he deduces Verida's weakness. Big reward from Kazuma, but is used to fix all the damage Aqua caused. Lawful good.
Let's see. What's this? Snow Sprite Kill Quest.
With winter upon them, Kazuma takes a snow sprite quest to survive. Turns out there's an ice shogun here and is a protector and is ready to kill anyone. Kazuma, seeing Darkness doesn't want to bow, jumps in to save her but gets decapitated. Lawful neutral for accepting the quest, and lawful good for protecting his teammate.
Oh, right. The Winter Shogun killed me.
Back in Limbo, Kazuma is offered a choice to return to Earth or be reincarnated. For a moment, he actually reflects on his life in the new world and admits he did enjoy his time. In the end, thanks to Aqua's bullying, Kazuma returns and continues to adventure. Chaotic neutral.
Our party was anything but balanced. So today, I was on the hunt for a skill I could use as my main weapon.
Realizing he's going to need a new skill to balance out the team, Kazuma seeks out Wiz, a lich they met in between episodes. Turns out Wiz is one of the 8 generals of the Demon King, but is the most passive of the group. Kazuma agrees to keep quiet and stops Aqua from killing undead, in order to learn Drain Touch. Lawful neutral.
Exercising a couple of ghosts will be a cinch for me. They're good as gone.
But the dude said whenever others try to exercise this place, it never worked. The ghost kept coming back.
Getting an offer to exercise a haunted manor and finally have a roof over their heads, the gang take the job. Too bad the night is muddled when Aqua accidentally ruins part of the barrier and the manor gets reinfested. They deny the extra reward, but the gang are finally homeowners. Truly a fantasy. Lawful good.
Oh, look. It's Yun, my self-proclaimed rival.
I am not self-proclaimed!
Dealing with Megumin's self-proclaimed rival at Wiz's shop, Kazuma absentmindedly puts on a cursed choker that will kill him in 4 days. Everyone is upset and is offered to help. Kazuma takes advantage of all of them and lives out fantasies and desires. After nothing works, Kazuma accepts his death and confesses to several perverted acts, realizing too late that the choker came off. This doesn't save him from a brutal death. This is very hard to judge. Arguably anywhere in the bottom 3. Neutral evil, or chaotic neutral. And to be fair, he had the opportunity to get worse, and you know what? He was just kind of goofing off. Chaotic neutral. Dude, feel free to debate me in the comments. I'm not even certain. It's a comedy show, and it was meant to be comedy.
There's a shop down there run by succubi, and they'll give you the hottest, kinkiest dreams you ever had.
Keep talking.
This is a fun one, though. Finding a succubi run a dream shop that's totally legal, Kazuma enters a one-night contract. He doesn't tell his team in fear of kink-shaming, though. He assumes an interaction with darkness is part of his dream and just rolls with it, getting rub-a-dub-dub action that darkness is really into for a moment. Finding out too late, however, that everyone's awake, Kazuma protects the succubus from a death from his teammates, feigning that he was possessed so that he can let her escape. Honestly, true neutral for the sex dream thing, because, like, there's nothing illegal about that, and it's completely moral. And then chaotic good for protecting the poor succubus.
Come on, guys. Let's head to the guild. We worked our asses to the bone for this house. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna let anything happen to it!
When the mobile demon fortress emerges, Kazuma helps protect the city. After finding the power source, he and Wiz agree to teleport the core. With Kazuma's luck counteracting the randomness of the teleport, he even accepts any responsibility if anyone gets hurt. While this works, a bigwig manor is destroyed and Kazuma is arrested. Oops, lawful good.
Arrest him!
Kazuma awaits his trial, refusing to escape after a party fails to bust him out. He answers his interrogation honestly, but problems arise because of his connection with Wiz. Proving he's innocent via a magical lie detector test and darkness doing a solid, Kazuma is saved, at least for now. Lawful neutral.
So cold. So cold.
After losing their possessions due to a stay of trial, the gang are forced to take an emergency quest and are helped by Union. Honestly, this episode has Kazuma and Megumin mostly bonding during a bath. It's actually kinda sweet, despite what you may think this episode would be about. Although Aqua thinks Kazuma's being pervy, and surprisingly, he isn't. True neutral.
Remember when you joined this party? You said you'd do whatever we wanted, even carry our stuff.
Forced to take a dungeon crawl mission, Kazuma goes in with Aqua. It's an easy dungeon full of undead. They find a friendly lich who just wants to pass on and be with his wife. They actually help him out, accept his treasure as payment, and learn Aqua is a magnet for undead. Lawful good.
Have we met before? Nice. Okay.
Kazuma, would you please save the role-playing for later?
The gang learn that Darkness is engaged to the nephew of the douchebag small PP energy Rich Dick from the start of the season. Even though Darkness doesn't want to go through with this, Kazuma sees this as a way to get rid of her. He stops Darkness' self-sabotage with her and kink-shames her into submission. Luckily, the fiancé is a Chad, and he lets Darkness go with no fuss. Chaotic neutral on Kazuma's end.
We found out where all the monsters surrounding the town came from.
What, you're blaming me for everything now?
With the undead flooding the dungeon from earlier, Kazuma is summoned to deal. Turns out one of the Demon King's generals, Veneer, wants to claim the dungeon for himself. With his teammates working together and the power of kink, Kazuma beats Veneer, clears his name, debt, and reputation. Neutral good.
I see great fortune for us all if we cooperate. I have a proposition.
Kazuma enters a business deal with Veneer, who reincarnates and works with Wiz. The former NEET helps recreate comforts from his old life, which Veneer sells. With the extra cash, Kazuma starts buying for himself and refuses to adventure, much to the irritation of his allies. Lawful neutral.
The monsters you'll be dealing with are called lizard runners.
Accepting a quest to fight lizard runners, the mission goes tits up and he dies again. Getting tired of his teammates and motivated by an attraction to Aqua's replacement, Kazuma initially refuses to be brought back. He only returns after Megumin graffitis his body. Chaotic neutral.
What's wrong with you people? You think it's funny? Calling it the Holy Sword Excalibur? Huh?
As Kazuma now has several luxuries available thanks to Veneer, I bet he wants to have one of the best things from his old life.
I'm here to negotiate. My business sense is keener than our dim-wit shopkeeps.
After being revived, Kazuma is offered either a buyout or a steady stream of cash by Veneer. This could mean that Kazuma could stop adventuring and he'd be willing to hire adventurers to go after the remaining generals to help out Aqua. The group decide to take a break and go on a well-deserved vacation. Neutral good.
Yep.
The chances of you winning 3 times in a row are pretty much next to nothing.
Guess what? I always win at it.
So most of the journey, Kazuma and the game are continually attacked by monsters that they accidentally attracted. Kazuma repeatedly takes care of those problems. In turn, he turns down any gifts. While it's played for laugh, this is lawful good, actually.
You get amazing perks working for the church, like calling yourself an Axis disciple!
Join us! Please join us!
Soon arriving at the town, Kazuma tries to relax. It's just too bad that the hot springs in town is from Aqua's cult and they're all looking to recruit. He and the others get overwhelmed, only for Aqua to not want to leave. Neutral. Also, not much happens for the rest of the episode for Kazuma. Just a quick chaotic neutral for being a perv.
Burn the witch impersonating our goddess!
Avoiding an angry mob, see our Aqua episode for details, the group rush to purify the corrupted water caused by the next general, Hans the Slime. Kazuma is ready to square up, only to realize that the slimes are super dangerous. Cornered, Kazuma sacrifices his life to help Aqua defeat Hans. The day is saved, the gang is chased home, all good.
I can't believe someone the same age as me could beat so many of the Devil King's generals. You're awesome. Can I shake your hand?
Kazuma takes a job to impress a rookie fan. He gets the gang to fight the big robot mecha in some ruins. This happens again, and Kazuma explores the ruins for some treasure. He tries to claim a golem to serve him, only for it to be a sadist. Uh-oh. When it turns out that the fan was only hired to get Kazuma to take on jobs, he steals some panties in retaliation. Chaotic good for helping out the fan, and chaotic neutral for the panty raid.
Kazuma,
Yeah?
I want to have your baby!
My popular phase begins.
After a disastrous mission, Kazuma is approached by Union, who wants some babies. Is this a hentai game? Anyway, the gang head to Megumin's town with some news that it might be in danger. The group have a brief encounter with female orcs, which is hilarious but dark, before they realize everything's fine, neutral good.
What is the nature of your relationship with our daughter?
Like I told you before, we're just friends.
No, honey, calm down!
Meeting Megumin's parents, Kazuma is confused by a rich suitor for their daughter. It doesn't help that Megumin's letters at home make it seem like Kazuma gets more action than Redo ever did. Locked in a room with a tired Megumin, he says fuck it and decides to sleep with Megumin. This does not work. Chaotic neutral.
Verdia, the Doulahan, Hans, the poison slime, and the one and only mobile fortress destroyer. The four of us took them all down, baby.
Hearing that the Demon King's forces have come looking for an ancient weapon called the Mage Killer, Kazuma scares the forces away by boasting about his accomplishment, but lying about his name. This works, Kazuma temporarily saving the village. Chaotic good.
Frieza.
Quit using ice magic! Are you so desperate to have me hold you, you lech?
After another failed attempt to seduce Megumin, Kazuma catches the General Sylvia sneaking back for the Mage Killer. He's willingly captured, wanting some tiggle bitty action. Eventually horrified when Sylvia is packing, Kazuma manages to trap her in the defenses of the fortress. Chaotic neutral for being chaotic horny, and chaotic good for eventually trapping her. There's a joke there.
Behold my power to assimilate anything, weapon or otherwise, into my body.
Unfortunately, Sylvia bonds with the Mage Killer and attacks the Crimson Demons. Even using a railgun only slows Sylvia down. Running out of options, Kazuma pulls out his ultimate trump card, Seduction. He fuses with Sylvia to buy everyone time. He sacrifices himself, again, taking another general down. Chaotic good. With the days saved, the gang goes back home to rest. While Kazuma is given the chance to give Megumin a different spell so that she can prove more useful, he decides to power up her explosion. The two get ready for Season 3, and Kazuma's popular phase just beginning.
Do I need the greatest mage ever? Nah. I already got one who can destroy the Devil King's generals with one explosion. If you know someone who can do better, I'd love to meet him.
So, I really like Kazuma. Now, don't get me wrong, I acknowledge he's a dick. And it's honestly the execution of his character that does make him enduring, though. Kazuma has a lot of unsavory characteristics about him. He's a perv, he's easily frustrated, he's grown bitter towards anyone with a seemingly better lot in life than him. Yet, those aren't writing flaws, they're character flaws. And I know it may seem odd, but I should elaborate. The world doesn't glorify Kazuma's attitude, and he's regularly dunked on for any bad behavior he does. And bear in mind, he's actually pretty okay for the most part. His first act was trying to save the life of someone that he thought was in trouble. Despite several character instances where he falters, Kazuma is noble, willing to sacrifice himself for the sake of others. And yeah, you can argue that he abuses the resurrection ability later in the series, but dying still sucks and it hurts like a bitch. He's willing to do it before, and he's ready to do it now. And even then, Kazuma regularly sticks by a code that he believes in. Yes, he can absolutely trick people into giving him rewards and riches, but if he realizes that he or his friends caused it, he doesn't accept it. And we see him throughout the series sticking to those morals, even if it would benefit him receiving goodies. Kazuma is just a guy trying to live his best life, and much like our other everyman, Ethan Winters, he shines in his noble deeds. I know Kazuma is not everyone's taste, and yeah, he's a bit of an acquired one if you don't like this sort of humor, but I do recommend giving Konosuba a try if you haven't already. Season 3 is coming up, and now's the perfect time to catch up on the series and the movie. But what do you guys think? Again, I know Kazuma's not everyone's thing, but god damn it, he's so fucking funny. Are there any other isekai you'd like us to cover? We covered a few this month. Let us know in the comments below. Tomorrow is the final day of our December celebration, and it's one of the most highly anticipated episodes thus far. Thank you to the patrons, and I'll see you all next time.